leg.
Hey, did something fucked up happen
to Jeremy
Renner's leg?
Can someone figure this
Somebody tell us. Riley thinks that something fucked up happened to Jeremy Renner's leg.
Jeremy Renner is legless, or he's been cast as Legolas.
Somebody tell us.
Someone needs to Google this.
I would watch Jeremy Renner as Legolas.
I want to see. Okay. Lord of the Rings reboot. Jeremy Renner as Legolas, and then Muppet cast as the whole thing. That's the thing people are doing online.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Frodo and Bilbo, obviously Gonzo and Rizzo.
Sure.
Wait,
which one's which?
Gonzo as Frodo and Rizzo as Bilbo.
Okay.
No. Sorry. I mean Frodo and Sam. Gonzo Rizzo.
Yes.
Kermit as Gandalf.
Bilbo would be the Cookie Monster.
Okay, that's not Muppet.
Wait.
That's a Jim Henson studio.
But now that I'm thinking about it, Schmeagol should be Cookie Monster.
Yeah, I guess, but again, it's not a Muppet. Clancy.
I 100% agree with you.
Okay, I think Cookie Monster should just be Schmeagol in the regular ones. I think Cookie Monster should be recast as every role that Andy Serkis has played.
What I was thinking:
Ulysses Claw, Cookie Monster. King Kong, Cookie Monster.
King Kong.
Fucking Alfred Pennywise, Cookie Monster.
Oh my god. He was also. I just watched The Prestige yesterday. And he was, he was.
Did he play David Bowie?
He played David Bowie's sidekick of character, his like butler or whatever.
Dude, that movie whips so much ass.
I love The Prestige so much.
Sick.
It's insane how good how good that movie is, and how terrible every other Christopher Nolan movie is.
Oh, and how terrible! Fucking remember, it came out the same year as The Illusionist.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Everyone loved The Illusionist, and critics like shat on The Prestige.
The Prestige
is
way so hard.
Illusionist
it's
sucks.
Crazy.
They don't even do real magic in The Illusionist.
Oh my god.
They don't even clone people in The Illusionist.
Which one is Edward? Edward Norton is The Illusionist.
Edward Norton is The Illusionist. That's the bad one.
The Prestige is Christian Balls.
Yep.
It's Mickey Caine. It's
right?
2 Christian Balls and an infinite amount of Hugh Jackmans.
Yes, a lot of
as many Hugh Jackmans as it takes.
Huge Jackmans.
Davy Bowe.
Yep. As Tesla, right?
As Nikola Tesla.
So sick.
It's such an insane movie.
I forgot that was Christopher Nolan.
Oh my god, it's his only good movie.
Nah, dude, Shutter Island.
Shutter Island is not Christopher Nolan,
and it's not Christopher Nolan.
Christopher Nolan.
I was wrong on both accounts.
Shutter Island,
Scorcheese.
Scorcheesy.
Mm-hmm.
That came out the same year as Inception, or maybe the year before. And
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was Leo's big year,
dude. So and that's kind of. Shutter Island and Inception is kind of like an Illusionist Prestige situation.
Sort of.
When you get down to the nitty-gritty, it's all about Elliot Page. Is that Elliot Page in that? Am I thinking of?
Yes, Elliot Page is in Inception.
Inception.
For sure.
Drawn fucking mazes?
Yes.
Is that the character?
Yeah. The architect.
I
believe was the role.
But when you get to the bottom, both those movies are about Elliot Page drawing a map.
Oh, I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure I've seen Shutter Island.
It's on Netflix. DP, pull it up.
Let's watch it. Is that the one where he shoots himself at the end because he thinks he's somebody else?
No, that's Fight Club.
Oh, yeah. You're right. But Shutter Island is just like Fight Club.
Shutter Island is the one with the elf played by Jeremy Renner and the golem played by Cookie Monster. Okay.
Shutter Island and Fight. Oh yeah, and also fucking The Prestige spoilers.
Is that we didn't spoil anything about The Prestige?
I mean, I definitely. Yes.
No, we didn't.
Two Christian Bales.
Oh yeah, I guess
Hugh Jackmans. Those are the two things.
Yeah, that is like the two big things.
Major Prestige spoilers.
It's still gonna fucking hit. It's still gonna fucking hit.
Yes.
Should we start over?
Well, here's the thing with The Prestige. yesterday was the second time I've seen it, and I enjoyed it infinitely more because I already understood what was happening, and I saw all the little bits and pieces happening. Oh yeah, go ahead and pull up Shutter Island. Thank you, DP Snacks.
Yeah. Let it fucking rip. This episode just became a Shutter Island
it is
commentary
just,
track.
It is just something. It's Alcatraz, right? It's just Alcatraz.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just Alcatraz.
Yeah, and it's got Mark Ruffalo in it and shit.
Oh boy,
it's pretty good.
Right. All right.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome to. So here's the deal.
Here's the deal. Riley Mcarthy's on the program.
Riley Mcarthy is here,
aka the Dean of Cream, baby. AKA the Pope of Pepsi.
The Pope of Pepsi?
Yeah, baby. AKA Sheesh Marin. AKA the Artful Todger. AKA Intellectual Geppetto. The first ever 3-time guest on the show. It's an honor, Clancy.
All right.
It's an honor.
I thought about it for a second, and you know what? I'm not gonna
ever 3-time guest. That's me, baby. Who that man in a black sedan with 2 bullfrogs and a Pepsi can?
All right. So here's the deal. Riley's here. My good friend Riley.
Clearly.
I'm Clancy.
First ever 3-time guest to the program.
And so what happened was about the end of October, maybe early November, I thought to myself,
in the year of our Lord, the end of October.
Hey, all this stuff that's been happening on my wonderful show that I love is very interesting. And if I sort of plotted it all out, it could be a very interesting book or a series of short stories or something along those lines. And I thought to myself, that's a good idea. Stuck it in my back pocket. Put that in my back pocket for later.
Listen, what do all these people have in common? Jeanette McCurdy, Prince Harry, Clancy Kramer.
They felt like they maybe wanted to write a book someday.
Important stories that must be told.
And so then around December, I was like, you know what? This is all, it feels like this has come to a beautiful and natural close. And I love that. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a book.
Yeah.
And then at the beginning of January, I sat down and I was like, tippity tappity type. I'm a writer. I'm writing a book. And then I
just filling up an ashtray. Tapping away at the typewriter.
I typed out a page and then I scrolled back through it and I said, this is gibberish. I do not know how to read.
Incomprehensible.
I am fully illiterate.
Yeah.
So I'm going to invite my friends to help me to write a book because I'm stupid, as it turns out.
And the thing is, 2 wrongs make a right. 2 dum-dums make a genius.
Part of it is that a lot of this stuff didn't come entirely from my brain.
It's true.
And so, I mean, it started as a group project, and I'm finishing it as a group project.
Yeah, this is collaborative community art,
collaborative fiction. My name's going to be on the cover, but y'all's names are going to be on the inside of
one
the
of the pages.
I'm going to have. Well, I was thinking I would write it as like having credits, like in a TV show. And it would be like story developed by.
Or you'll give us a thank you at the book Oscars.
Oh yeah, at the Boskers.
In your Boskers speech, Boskers acceptance speech.
Oh, when I get I
always think that Bosker the Grouch should play every role that Cookie Monster should play. I'm just throwing that out there.
Ooh, Fluffy Green Schmeagle.
Fluffy Green, aka Fluffy Green Schmeagle, aka Filipino Grinch, aka Intellectual Geppetto, Riley Mcarthy.
Filipino Grinch
on the program.
Oh man.
Woo!
And so I think that a good place to start is I think that the very first thing that's going to happen in the book, the first story, is going to be retrieving Jamie Carbone from the past. And also, I have... Actually, first I want to go over... I made up different names.
I was going to say...
everybody.
I was going to say we should... Are we going to title the book first?
Oh, the book is called The Only Late Night the Only Late Night Talk Show in the Universe.
Okay.
There
we go. Listen,
because
it's done.
I have put together a little bit of interesting other canon.
Okay.
And so here's sort of, I'll run down
auxiliary canon,
the characters,
if you will,
that
and
I
I
have
will.
sort of. You better.
Yeah.
You never stop.
Currently.
Okay, so
Could
Jamie's
it be in a
character is called Orenthal Carducci.
Okay. Okay.
They are the dawn of the alphabet mafia, and they are gonna fight the couch and win, obviously, at some point. That'll be its own story.
Yes.
And then Eliza's character is Betty Valet. Basically, I took their actual names and then sort of fucked with them.
Okay.
So Valet is kind of like Butler, and
Gotcha.
Betty is another nickname for Elizabeth.
So what you're doing to kind of get yourself out of any legal ramifications. This is like inspired by a true story,
Yes.
and you're changing the names.
Well, no, this is the true story.
This is the true story. Okay. I'm following.
Names have been changed.
Names have been changed to protect the identities
of
those involved.
Yes. Well, and obviously, Robert Pattinson is still going to be named Robert Pattinson.
Well, yeah.
And Nico is still going to be named Nico.
Bobby Patts is probably getting his beak wet on this, right? I'm sure he's an investor.
Oh, he is. Honestly, he's probably going to make more money than I am off of this, which is probably going to be Big Goose Egg, I'll bet.
Yeah.
Out of 10?
Yeah, Big Goose Egg out of 10. Because, I mean, Bobby's doing it through his publishing house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Penguin's publishing house.
The Penguins Publishing House?
No, not Penguin Publishing House. Penguins Publishing House.
Oh, Penguins. With a Z?
No, with an S, like the guy from Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Penguins Publishing House. And it's got a little picture of
the guy from Batman.
Yeah. It's got a little picture of his face.
Oh,
What's his name? Colin Firth?
Colin. Yes.
Colin Hanks, who played Penguin in the Batman. The Colin Hanks.
Oh, man. I would love it so much if Colin Hanks played the Penguin.
Colin Hanks would make a great penguin. Colin Hanks should play the Cookie Monster in the new Sesame Street. Ooh.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks.
Chet Hanks would be a good...
a good ashtray.
I think the first story is going to be going back in time to retrieve Jamie from
kind of in media
past.
res, like jumping off with an action point.
Yes.
That's a great
That's
idea.
the first story.
That's killer.
But I mean that doesn't involve any of your stuff. I think that the second story needs to bring in Bobby Patts immediately.
Yeah.
Is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because Bobby Patts he was
a big time player this year.
I think in a way, sort of the protagonist of the whole story.
Whoa.
When it comes right down to it.
I love that. Because not necessarily the main character.
Yeah.
But kind of like...
Well, I mean, the story is going to be told from the point of view of me.
Yeah.
Host of this show. The only late night talk show in history. Or in the universe.
Exactly. Are there examples of books like that where like the main character it's in first person, but the main character they're not the narrator? Because that's pretty fucking groundbreaking. If this seems to me like a hot new literary take.
Is that something that's happened? Great Gatsby.
Wait, who's the Great Gatsby narrator?
It wasn't Gatsby.
It was just some fucking dude.
It was a guy who lived in a house across
who just was simping super hard.
Exactly. Literally exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Gatsby's fucking
okay. And so
good call though, Step on here. What's up? Our friend who's always in the chat, not a new person that I just invented in my mind. I was like, oh, Stephanie McMahon's in the chat. Oh, no.
Stephanie McMahon's in the chat. Yeah. So I think that basically the stories are gonna follow the formula of it's gonna start as like this is an episode of a talk show, sort of like a Larry Sanders Show type situation.
Okay.
Like it'll be like, or 30 Rock is another example, but it's
or the Muppet Show.
Or the Muppet Show. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like it's gonna be like
or Monday Night
surrounding an episode of this talk show, but then during the talk show or before or after, something is gonna go awry and lead to. I think it's probably gonna read a lot like a television show more than just straight.
It's gonna read a lot like a television show. Now unpack that for me.
It's gonna. I think that it'll be more like stories that are like episodes of a television show more than it will be like just straight up a book. because
It's almost like it's based off of a television show.
Yes. And the reason for that is because I don't have the resources to make a television show, but I do have the resources
You're making one right now.
to write a book.
That's true. Okay, this makes sense. And then one day when you do get that sweet fucking cheddar,
when I get it out there and everybody's like, oh my god, this is the greatest book ever written, HBO is going to be like, hey, come and make this into a television show, and I'll be like, yes,
let's cast
and
Colin Hanks and Cookie Monster to play you and me.
Oh well, I was gonna say bring you along for the ride, but that's fine.
Hanks can have it.
Oh no, I thought Cookie Monster with you. I'm Cookie Monster.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
You've got that kind of
at least
manic sexual energy.
At least one episode, I will be played by Cookie Monster.
Okay. Well, that's kind of following like how Hitchhiker's Guide started.
Yeah,
it was like radio play to book to movie.
Maybe that's a better way to describe it. It'll be more like a radio play.
There you go.
It'll be episodic.
I think it will be entirely individual and unique.
It'll be a new
non-derivative.
It'll be a new thing that nobody's ever seen.
This
before.
will be the first thing based off of another thing that will be described as non-derivative.
Yeah.
I'm saying that right now.
So,
and you can quote me on the back of the book.
Let's start with
I feel like we need a whiteboard. Can I draw on your wall in Sharpie?
No, but I think DP Snacks could probably pull something up. DP Snacks, could you just pull up like a Word document and just like type some sort of maybe notes?
Can you pull up your Gmail account, DP Snacks? Can we just sort through your spam folder?
Let's just sort through your email real quick. So I think that
a text-based adventure. That's a good idea. I mean, we can be like this once we have this document.
Yeah.
Once you have this document, this essentially will open you up to any medium
that is true
possible. We'll have video games.
We'll
have
like
VR experiences.
This is like a show Bible.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Let's say it at the same time.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
4D
adventure ride at Noah's Bark in Wisconsin Dells.
Yeah. 4D.
Oh, look at this.
Okay. Let's see some of that spam.
We're in DP Snacks' spam folder.
Tomorrow's the last day. DP.
Oh, no.
Act now. Oh, quick. Damn.
Oh, man.
A lot of healthcare stuff. Is one of those from Hunter Biden? Did I see an email from Hunter Biden? Awesome. I had pipe.
All right.
Let's okay.
Let's just get a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Going. So what do you think is the best story to introduce? Like, obviously Robert Pattinson is coming on to promote a movie.
Okay.
Do we want to do exactly how it happened on the show, or do we want to make up a new movie for him to be promoting?
Let's try this angle. This might be helpful going forward. And if we don't like it, we can scrap this approach.
Sure.
Let's try our best. Let's start starting with Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can talk through an individual character arc.
Sure.
And once
like where he needs to end up,
and then see what spot would be the best jumping off point.
Okay.
So Bobby Pats comes on
to promote something.
What was he? Oh, to promote the Batman.
Yeah,
right?
he was coming on to promote the Batman, and mostly to talk about how he's a vigilante hero in London.
And then man, you'd really think that I would remember more about...
What's interesting is the very next thing that happened was you came on the Sandwich Night special,
right,
and sang a Thanksgiving song,
a British Thanksgiving song.
Yes,
called Happy Thanksgiving, you cunt. Yeah, and then Christmas episode, because for a while the gimmick was going to be that Bobby only came on on holidays.
Well, I think it just became like Bobby was an easy one to just bring back because he was very clearly fleshed out in your brain, and you could just go. Go as Bobby.
Bobby is always millimeters on.
You didn't need a plan. You could just get here and go.
And we're saying that in metaphorical sense.
Yeah,
I'm not Bobby.
Yeah.
I'm not in no way associated.
Okay.
We're saying the royal we.
So, All right, that's fine.
Is that going to make this conversation a whole lot harder?
No, I look, I wasn't aware that this sort of kayfabe was very important to you, and so I will move forward with that in mind.
Listen.
The royal you.
You break whatever kayfabe you want.
Well,
I'm an artist with integrity. Okay.
See, actually, let's talk about
AKA the integrity artist, AKA Deuce Larry, AKA intellectual Geppetto, Riley McCarthy, first 3-time guest.
Now, something that I really do love about the board castle is that it always is so loose.
Yes.
And you're never quite, and even I'm never quite sure what it is and isn't canonic.
Yeah. The fourth wall is
it's very loose, it's very silly, it's very fun. There's
got holes in it.
And that's why
it's a mesh.
I very early on sort of let go of like kayfabe is whatever.
And listen, I respect that. It's just that some of us have integrity.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
all I'm gonna say.
So
right now, I will just say, like, from this day forth,
if we're gonna
from this moment forth, when I say I mean the royal I.
Yeah.
When I talk about
Riley
is
probably Robert Pattinson's closest friend in the world.
It's true.
And so if
other than Paul Dano,
and me and Eliza.
Yeah, wait. I'm trying to think because he did list his 5 favorite friends one time.
Oh yeah.
It
was Paul Dano. It was me. It was Eliza.
And some director.
Some fucking.
Yeah, the guy who did Tenet.
Oh, Christopher Nolan?
Yeah, that was one of his.
The guy who we just had a long conversation about
yeah, I don't know,
moments ago.
Dude, you heard me. I got him mixed up with Score Cheese, baby.
Oh, boy. Okay. So.
Children. 5 children.
Scar search. Scorchese.
Score Cheese.
Scorchese. So.
Okay.
What if we're gonna make Bobby sort of like the main protagonist across these many stories, because the other stories that I want to talk about
start
is
with him in acting
the canon.
School. Like 1999,
like a flashback.
Yeah,
to like
him in like a posh British performing arts school.
All
teens.
Italics flashback.
Yeah.
One of the things that sort of pushed me to really want to do this is I'm reading Norm Macdonald's book right now based on a true story, and it has these interludes that are all italics that are the ghostwriter who's writing the book for him, and they're all like very existential, like I am a ghostwriter. I have become a literal ghost. I don't exist, and I have to inhabit the body of whoever I'm writing for, and I can't figure out Norm Macdonald. And I like the idea of having like an italics interlude of.
Or we could go House of Leaves with it and just be like another story going on in the margins.
Oh, that's fun.
Like that book
and
by the Lost Guy. What if we had a book? You know those greeting cards that talk? What if every page you open is telling you a different concurrent story, but you're supposed to read the one on the page and keep both of them in your mind at once?
Oh yeah, that's something that everybody will enjoy.
Yeah, just like House of Leaves.
I mean, look, it'll be. I think there's no way that this book will be.
Thank you, EP.
Super enjoyable to everybody.
No,
I think there's no world that this book won't be complete chaos and kind of confusing and bad.
I think when I was I don't mean to brag, but I have a degree in creative writing.
Oh, you do?
I do have a degree in creative writing.
So does Eliza.
Yeah. And
it's working out so well for both of you.
We're both fucking crushing it. At least Eliza has a real job.
You have a real job. You work at a pizza place.
Yeah, where I've become unfireable, so I don't do anything.
That's how it is at my job too.
I'm so mean to customers. It's amazing. But in writing school, we talked a lot about being conscious of the narrative. Like you are the narrator. You can also pick your narratee.
Who's
Who are you telling this story to?
Oh yeah.
So we don't like this is if we're conscious of that our narratee is assuming y'all.
Well,
we can narrow cast this pretty
there
fucking
is
hard.
one thing.
Yes.
I do think that I am going to be constantly referring to I made this, like I will say in the text, this is not actually what happened, but I am making this change to play better to Middle America.
Okay. Well,
but I also don't. I want the story to be a story that will not play to Middle America.
Right.
Big quotes, Middle America.
It's like a lot of people say it's like admirable to make art that appeals to the smartest guy and the dumbest guy in the room.
Yeah.
But what you're trying to do is make something that appeals to neither.
Yes. I'm actively trying to make actively trying to make a book that appeals to zero people in the world.
Now I'm thinking we should get George R. R. Martin back on the phone to get his, because he's really good at that.
Get George on the horn.
He's good at making. Well, he makes it books for miserable people. I guess that is
a book for cats. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Emily.
Ooh,
it is a book for cats.
It could be. I mean, that would be pretty easy to make because you could just do like
have all the pull quotes on the back cover. Just meow meow meow. Mittens.
Yeah. I mean, you could just have like a pop-up book, like but with like little pieces of feather and shit. Know what? Okay, DP Stacks, I don't want to make your life harder, but I just had a design idea for this document. I think every time you run out of space, you should lasso and shrink everything so that when Clancy goes back over this, they'll have to just like swim backwards in a tunnel of time through zooming.
I have seen there's these people on TikTok.
Maybe that should be the format of the book.
There's these people on TikTok who draw in a vector program like Illustrator. They'll make a drawing and then they'll just zoom out, and then suddenly the drawing's like tiny, and they make another drawing next to it that's like big, and then they'll zoom out again.
Has anyone ever done that with a book, though?
Has anybody ever done that with a book?
You zoom out for more page. It's a 1-page book.
It's a 1-page
The page
book.
is just...
You just keep zooming in.
Yeah.
You just keep zooming.
Yeah.
There will... Okay, I will say I will sell a version of it. It comes on an SD card, and you have to open it in Illustrator.
I once got... You know David Icke? That...
I know of
semi-anti-Semitic psycho soccer player who thought he was Jesus.
I know of him.
I like bought which I feel bad giving him my money, but I was like, I really want some of his books, because all his books are about how like reptiles, like, you know, gave birth to Pete Buttigieg and are using him to introduce reptilian DNA to the Anglican royal bloodline, shit like that.
Sure. Sure, definitely.
And I spent like a pretty embarrassing amount of money on buying this set of books and from his official website.
I spent an embarrassing amount of money on buying every Dan Brown book in a box set. So,
but it came to I got it in the mail, and it was a fucking CD-ROM.
That's better than anything.
I was like, bitch, I got a Chromebook. How am I supposed to read this?
Bitch, how am I supposed to read this?
Bitch, I got a Chromebook. Oh, shit.
Okay.
I'm going to say right now, at some point in 2023, there will be a Board Castle character whose catchphrase is, bitch, I got a Chromebook.
Bitch, I got a Chromebook.
I said, bitch, I got a Chromebook.
All right. So maybe
we made zero.
Well,
progress.
Here's the thing. Maybe it's best to not start with Bobby then.
Okay.
Because I think the main through line story has a lot more to do with Cannon Beach.
Sure.
So let's start there instead.
Okay.
So the idea with Cannon Beach is that 7 historical creatives,
yes,
sort of
depending
depending on if you include I mean, he was an
supposed to be.
orator.
It was said artist. The word artist was used, and then maybe someone just for some reason couldn't think of more than four artists in that moment.
Somebody got a real bad case of improv brain
and threw in Bowser and
really
president.
went for it. Bitch, I got a Chromebook. Yeah, exactly. So, but I think we could pull it back.
Okay.
So question.
Yes.
They all came out of the ocean the same day, do you think?
I think it was roughly the same time.
Okay.
So I think who was the first to be on the show?
Nico.
Nico was the first.
Nico was the first on the show.
Oh yeah, because the Cannon Beach thing came out of something that Harkins said. Harkins said something about crawling out of the beach. So I think it was established that Nico came out and either Warhol had just also came out, even though we didn't meet Warhol till much later. I think he was introduced.
He was also there
because he drove Nico from Cannon Beach to here to make the booking. So I think within like a couple days, they all emerged.
Okay,
6 of them.
And then
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was just on vacation with
Kareem
his family.
Abdul-Jabbar was also at the beach
and got kidnapped
and got roped into it
for 6 naked psychos
who potentially, and here's something to think about, are they even those people?
Whoa. I mean, now you're introducing a level of intrigue that could really... well, you know...
because...
I love how, okay, last time I was on the show, you explicitly said, I really want to kind of draw up this whole wrap up this whole dead celebrities storyline. And now you're introducing...
Well, but see, here's the thing.
Could change it forever.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
We did sort of wrap up the storyline.
Okay.
But
now
I'm going back
and picking it
and
apart.
pulling back the lips.
Zooming in on
exactly.
To find all the chapters
we're zooming in
that were just
on chapter 7
in the serif of the letter D. Okay. So what would the consequences of that be, though?
Well, what is interesting...
The thing is, the problem with that theory is that Nico looked and sounded exactly like the real Nico.
It is.
The problem is that it was exactly, incredibly accurate.
I sleep in a bed next to her every night. You don't have to tell me that.
Right. How is married life treating you, by the way?
Honestly, not bad.
Not bad.
It's too much heroin for my liking. But
yeah, you kind of hitched your horse to that trailer.
Hitched my horse to it in a big way.
You hitched your horse to a horse who likes to shoot horse.
A lot of horse in this house.
A lot of horse action. What did y'all do for your
horse in this house? There's some horse in this house.
Some horse in this house. What did y'all do for your honeymoon?
Oh man, you're gonna think that I'm a friggin' loser.
Dave and Buster's.
No, I did a working honeymoon.
You went to that cruise ship that you went on. You went on the Iron Maiden cruise.
Yeah.
To do your...
Well, because here's the thing: when Iron Maiden reaches out to me and says, "Hey, we want you to do a comedy night once a week for 3 months on our Iron Maiden cruise," I can't turn it down. They're Iron Maiden. You can't say no to Iron Maiden.
And when they say that 3 months will take place in a time compressed tunnel of 4 weeks,
well, then you really can't say no, because it's like, if they can compress time, what else can they do?
Yeah.
What else can they do? Eddie's gonna be there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if they're
the skeleton from the cover of all their albums, I believe his name is Eddie.
Right? If they're hard rock legends and chronomancers, who else could what else could they?
And obviously necromancers, because Eddie.
He's a skeleton.
Because Eddie the skeleton.
He's a dead guy.
He's a skeleton.
Okay, so Nico comes out of the water. Is alive.
Yes.
Is that a good place to start? How about this? Because I do think that the talk show should probably be the central setting for a lot of it.
The talk show is the central setting.
Okay.
But things will happen around the top. So like
yeah. I think
starting a story with Nico crawling out of the water.
I was about to say I think a cold open, like almost a preface of just Nico coming out of the water, and then cut to you on the phone booking Bobby for the first appearance.
Okay. Well,
or Jamie being in media res action of Jamie being brought back.
Well, I think that Jamie being killed and brought back. Here's the thing. I think that a lot of stories will happen concurrently, but they will be told as their own stories.
Right.
And then when it's a TV show, you'll be able to see things happening in the background that have already happened. You'll be like,
nice.
I already saw that happen.
I already know this.
I already
just
saw
from a different
that.
angle.
And there will be like and maybe when I write it, there will be interludes of like it'll look like a script and it'll be like in the background this happens.
Right. And it'll be like the last season of Arrested Development.
Yes.
Like you'll jump back to a scene, but it's like with different context.
Yeah.
And like jokes will hit different because of that.
Yes.
Okay.
And so, but I mean, I think that if we can put together the sort of main arc of what is the deal with the assemblage and how does Bobby play into that?
Right. So the assemblage comes out of the ocean.
Yes.
And they all meet each other or are drawn together to meet each other. And they find a prophecy on stone tablets.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. Love that.
And the prophecy says something that they are being drawn together to defeat a great evil.
Yes.
And then the end of the prophecy, but we don't find this out till later, is Rimbly Timbly and the pictures of London in flames.
Sure.
Am I right so far?
I believe that is what was established in the story.
Okay, so then they start meeting you.
Yes.
And you help them figure out that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a pretender to the throne.
Sure.
I think you're brought into the team sort of as like an auxiliary member.
It is pitched. It was pitched that I would become part of the team, but then I was like, wouldn't I have to die for that to happen?
Right.
And yeah, they were like, yeah, totally. You would definitely have to die for that to happen. And so then what I decide to do instead is murder my good friend Danielle.
Yes. And she takes your place.
Yes.
She comes back to life.
Yeah.
Has a power to communicate with and
yeah, and I am thinking, I mean, Danielle is one of the people that I am having one of these shows with, and I will discuss it, but I am thinking maybe she is has a chimera type situation where she can shapeshift
in a wheelchair.
She can talk to what? Chimera's in a wheelchair? Oh, right. Oh, yeah. That was let's drink. I mean, yeah, she can just she can like shapeshift into like animal stuff.
Gotcha.
Is what I am picturing. Maybe her power.
That's not a chimera. That's a polymorph.
Well, but a chimera. Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
Chimera would be like if the bottom half of her was always a crow or something.
Yes, but let me explain my thought process here.
Okay.
Chimera is, by definition, just an amalgam of several animals and creatures.
I told them that I'm listening, but I'm not really listening. Yeah, totally.
And so what I'm picturing is that maybe that would
half Danielle, half Danielle.
Well, that would be like her X-Men name, basically. She would be like, I'm Chimera.
Oh.
But it's Chimera spelled with a Y because it's cool.
It's half Danielle spelled how it's spelled, and half Danielle spelled like Danielle.
Yes. Which is literally how her name is spelled. The first half is spelled just like Danielle, and the second half is spelled like an entirely different name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if the bottom half was just a crow, though? Just a whole crow?
Just a whole crow.
So it's like a
it's
like a, what are those things with the heads?
Totem pole.
A totem pole situation. Yeah. Just a full crow
a totem person.
Danielle's head on top. Yeah.
I would think Danielle's torso and head.
On top of the crow.
'Cause a
That crow would
chimera-
have to have a very strong neck.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a chimera.
They got hollow bones.
Not if it's a chimera.
Oh, but bones of a rhinoceros.
Yes, rhino bones.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Okay. DP, I'm going to need you to draw this right now.
Rhino bones bird with
Let me-
Danielle's
let
body
me
and
give
head
you
on top.
A real esoteric thing to try
Well,
to
okay,
draw.
so no, here's what it is. It's a really big crow,
Okay.
okay, and then it has like a rhino horn, but that rhino horn is Danielle's
Has
torso and
Daniel's
head.
torso. Really small? No, the crow
No,
is
like,
just huge.
yes, exactly, exactly.
The crow is like the size of a school bus.
Exactly.
And
And that's
the horn is Danielle's torso.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I love that. And then Danielle has a little horn. That's a
Ooh.
beaver.
That's
Tiny
a beaver.
And the beaver's 2 teeth. The 2 teeth? Squid.
Oh, Squid
Mhm.
Teeth.
2 squid.
Squid Teeth is a good band name.
Squid teeth.
You want
Or
to start a
like-
band called Squid Teeth?
Or like the name of like a chill ass dude in the 90s.
Hey yo, what's up? I'm Squid
Hey,
Teeth.
what's up? What's up? AKA Squid Teeth, AKA Scaramanga, AKA Intellectual Geppetto, Riley McCarthy.
I'm just
First
hanging out with my
30
boys.
times guess.
Scuzz, Crimble,
Squid
Dingbat,
Teeth.
Squid Teeth, Fuck Nugget,
Fuck no,
Dave.
Dave.
Yeah.
So Danielle.
Oh.
Did I just hear DP whisper something?
He said something.
That was ominous. It always frightens me when I'm not sure what DP Snacks is doing. I feel like there's ooh, okay, wait. I just had an idea that's gonna blow this whole thing
Hit me
wide
with
the
it.
fuck open.
Smack me right in the jaw
Omniscient
place.
narrator, DP Snacks.
Dip snack.
Dip Snacks. Omniscient narrator.
Omniscient.
Kind of an Owatu the Watcher type.
Oh yeah. Well, and that can. I think because them coming out of the ocean
Mhm.
would have to. That can't be from my point of view.
Clancy continued considering the idea.
See, here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
I would love it.
And
if-
so I think
okay.
that is where the italics interludes would come in.
Yes.
Where it's like, this is not a story or a chapter. This is just like, this is something that happened.
What if we find out? What if like last scene, Kaiser Sose style? There's a montage of like
Kaiser Permanente style.
Kaiser Permanente style. There's a montage of all of us getting billed $30,000 for a wisdom tooth removal. But there's like a montage where it's like DP Snacks casting Robert Pattinson in the Batman. DP Snacks putting the hot shot of heroin that kills Nico.
Going back into like in a time machine.
Yeah.
Oh, and DP Snacks kidnapping Jamie in the
Yes.
past.
Yeah.
Riley was getting too close to the truth.
Oh no. Reality. Okay.
That's fun.
Wait.
That's
Can
fun.
I talk about the horrible dream that I texted you about?
Yes, you
Okay,
can.
this is very real, and it happened to me, and I blame you, DP Snacks, because this is something of your creation. Like a week ago, a week ago, I had a nightmare, and I literally woke up sweating and shaking. I had a nightmare that Jonathan Taylor Tomlinson, the character that DP Snacks made up for me to play on a call, I had a dream that he was like a tulpa that came to life through my own belief and had reality bending powers and could control my dreams and mind and was like a menacing like demon creature in my life. And it was the scariest dream I've had in a really long time. And I woke up like drenched in sweat.
Taylor Thomas Jonathan is almost ready.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so but here's what I'm interested in considering the
Yes.
possibility of.
I love it when you get interested in considering a possibility.
Don't
That gets me
Don't you
fired
just
up.
love it when you
That
get
gets me
interested
so-
in considering a possibility.
When I see that look in your eye, and I'm like, shit, Clancy
Clan-
looks like they're
I am
almost interested.
So interested in considering a possibility
That
right
gets me
now.
fired up, dude. That gets me
Okay,
so
here's the
juiced.
possibility that I'm interested in considering.
Yeah.
Okay, so they come out of the ocean. There's these tablets. Yeah, they
Mhm.
come out of the ocean. There's these tablets. And that we're now realizing that maybe DP Snacks put there.
Yo.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But those tablets, they's lies, baby.
Ooh, a false prophet.
So in a way, they're villains, but they don't know it
you
yet.
don't know it.
So let's
Okay.
what I'm imagining is that possibly now DP Snacks, stop us if you feel like you're not interested in being the great evil that is pulling all the strings. But I'm feeling like it's maybe a perfect
kind of a-
mechanism.
Yeah, and I don't think
Oh, Jesus
Sorry.
Christ.
I don't think that the assemblage of the seven, even with it being a false prophecy, I don't think that they're like villains necessarily, but they're
No.
they're
puppets.
They're lawful.
They're
neutral.
puppets.
They're lawful neutral.
Yeah.
They're not good or evil. They're like on a quest, and they do
Yeah.
as much good as bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the quest
They're-
that they're on is
it's-
assigned
it's
by someone evil and
completely
they don't
arbitrary.
realize it.
Yes. Mhm.
And what I'm picturing is because the big bad that we finally established is an amalgam of 13,000 demon mothers from the Christmas verse.
Yes.
And now I'm really trying to figure out how's that shit work.
How's the 13,000 dead mothers work?
Yeah. Well, and potentially because like the way that a lot of it is connected is
Mhm.
that like Bobby Pat's Taylor Thomas Jonathan
Mhm.
Thomas Jonathan Taylor whatever his name is
TJ
and Milkshake Christmas
Mhm.
all lost their mothers up a Crimbus tree.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And those mothers have become demons in the Christmas verse,
True.
trying to get back.
True. Looking for a conduit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sort of, I think what the lingering question is was the big bad, was DP Snacks trying to have the Christmas mothers be victorious and take over the world, and maybe pit Pattinson and you against the seven to distract them both?
Here's what I'm here's the idea that I'm interested in
Yes.
considering.
Uh-huh.
What if DP Snacks, the executive producer of the only late night talk show in the universe,
Yes.
has has, after getting the power of being the executive producer of the only late night talk show in the universe, is like, I need more power.
Yeah.
I need more power.
Yes.
And so he reads a text of sorts, an ancient text that says there's these demon mothers trapped in the Christmas verse.
Yes.
Every year, 13,000 mothers
and I will say
are lost up a
they
Christmas
don't
tree.
start demonic.
No, but the
they get-
Christmas verse turns
It
them.
twists your brain.
It twists your
It's like
brain like a goddamn candy cane.
It's like the chaos in Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, exactly. It turns them into these like Christmas demon creatures.
Yes. Mhm.
These shrieking Christmas demon creatures. And so he communes with the Christmas verse.
Yes.
Via some sort of, archaic
Cookie magic.
Cookie magic.
Mhm.
Sure.
The only way to commune with the Christmas verse.
Archaic sugar cookie magic.
Uh-huh.
You get an angel, you get a star, you get a Christmas tree, you get a
Get
snowman.
a bleeding baby.
You stack them all on top of each other with jam in between. You crunch it down. Yummy. Delicious.
You slice open
cookie sandwich.
your hand, bleed on it.
Yes. The jam is your finger.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, communes with it, but then in trying to commune with them to obtain the power of the Christmas verse, he releases them.
So he's got a set.
Or maybe he is tainted by them.
He's tainted by them.
And his mission now is to set them free. But the only way to set them free is via the assemblage of the seven.
Right, coming to a head.
Yeah,
with Bobby Pat's
with Robert
and
Pattinson
Milkshake's Christmas
and all the
okay. That
all
makes sense.
the way that all these other characters are connected is that they lost their mothers up Christmas trees.
Yes.
And then
that's the only thing connecting them. They're rich and distinct characters otherwise. Complex to nuanced characters.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe that's the sort of big arc.
That makes sense to me. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
And also, now here's my question.
Yes,
I kind of want to get married to Nico earlier, like in the middle of the story.
Okay. Okay. So, why? Just because you think it needs a wedding in the middle? Because
Yeah,
be like
I want the wedding to be in the middle.
that makes sense.
I want the wedding to be in the middle, and maybe that's where Danielle dies.
But then what? Gotcha at the wedding.
Yeah.
The red wedding.
Yes, the wed redding.
The
wet redding.
The red redding. The Jeremy Redding.
Oh,
now we're on. Now that's something.
We're gonna have a Jeremy Redding.
Something. And in Jeremy, we're getting married. Okay. So Danielle dies at the red Jeremy Redding. What?
The choice to sing that song in particular that somehow I know
that's like my mom's favorite song.
Love deeply.
Really?
The Avett Brothers kick so much ass.
My mom's favorite band, man. My mom tried to get me to go to an Avett Brothers concert one of the last times I was in Madison, and I was like, no, not really. And she's like, it'll be really fun. I was like, I think I'll do something else. And then afterwards, I was like, oh, how's the concert? She's like, oh, it was really awesome. And Willie Nelson was great too. And I was like, what?
Why didn't you?
She's like, yeah, they were opening for Willie Nelson. And I was like, I want to see fucking Willie Nelson. Fuck you. Why didn't you tell me I have tickets?
You blew it.
To go see Willie Nelson.
You blew it.
She was like, I have tickets to go see the Avett Brothers. Fucking idiot, Mom.
Oh,
come
boy,
on.
You blew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, okay. So.
And in Jeremy. Okay. So you get married, and Danielle dies at the wedding.
Yeah.
Okay. And Bobby's hands are clean of that.
Bobby's hands
implicated.
are clean of that.
But
and I think that maybe the way that he's obviously invited to the wedding, because at the time there's no they don't realize yet that he's the Rimble Timble that they are supposed to be battling.
And but let's be clear, he's not
the big evil.
But DP Snacks wants to set it up like he is.
Yes, he's framed.
So we're all distracted infighting.
Yes.
While DP Snacks is just siphoning power from all the chaos.
Well, I think
Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, exactly. He's been tainted by the Christmas verse.
Mm-hmm. This is making perfect sense.
He's the Christmas verse's taint,
as
it were,
of the Christmas verse.
So yes.
Okay.
So she does, and I think that Bobby is at the wedding, and he says to himself, "Hey, I've been known to play the world's greatest detective. Perhaps I will find the killer."
Right. And that gets okay. So now, all right. So we're introducing. We're doing a little bit of revisionist history here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do we think? Because I was about to say, if the wedding isn't how this story ends, then how does this story end? Do you think Bobby eventually figures out that DP is behind all this?
I think yes. Yes.
And it's like he makes it to the Dark Tower and confronts
exactly
the fucking wizard in the spire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and I bet it would happen on an episode of the show.
Right.
DP Snacks is right off stage where, in Larry Sanders' show, Artie stands right off stage looking at the monitors being the executive producer.
Here's the funny thing. I have never seen the Larry Sanders Show. I am halfway through a book about the Larry Sanders Show.
I love the Larry Sanders Show so deeply.
Yeah.
It is.
I should
it's so good.
lend you this book when I'm done with it.
It's so good.
It'd probably make a lot more sense to you than
I love
it is to
I
me.
love it so
Violet
much.
got it for me.
Excuse me.
Uh,
And and then Bobby would storm on stage and be like, I figured you out.
yes.
And then like shakes him until the demons come out. Like literally physically shakes him
Yeah.
until the demons come out.
But I think that's like I think for like narrative resonance. So I don't think the reader will know that DP is behind all this up until that point.
It'll become.
It'll be like
I mean,
it'll be
it's
Neo
like-
entering the.
it's a fascinating mystery.
I think it'll be like Neo entering the architect room
Yeah.
of
Ooh, and
screens.
then at the end, DP Snacks will literally say the architect's speech.
Yes. Ergo, Lisa. No, DP Snacks will say the Will Ferrell MTV Music Video Awards parody of the.
I mean, I will.
Ergo
I-
vis-a-vis ergo.
I'll figure out a safe way to parody it,
Okay.
and potentially maybe just do it word for word from the movie. But that's not a big.
So
Yes, DP
he's the
is
narrator and the
At
antagonist.
times, the narrator and also the antagonist.
So I'm throwing a lot of references here, but now it's becoming more of a Ballad of Songbird and Snakes Hunger Games prequel situation,
I don't know what this means.
where like DP Snacks is President Snow. It's okay.
I
I'm
don't know.
grasping at
I don't
straws.
know shit about Hunger Games.
know.
I don't know shit about Dick. I'm seeing it as more of like a mystery.
Okay, more of like a Poirot.
Cause here's the thing. I loves me a mystery.
That's true.
You know what is a good example of a mystery that I loves me?
What?
The Prestige.
The Black Onion. The Prestige.
Oh yeah, and the Glass Onion, and Knives Out.
The
and,
Prestige.
Death Trap.
The
Have you ever
thing-
seen Death Trap
No.
with a very very young Mikey Kame?
No.
Ugh,
Very, very young.
delicious.
Like Italian Job era
Like
Michael Caine.
70s.
Ooh, that's a good
70s
Caine.
Mikey Kame.
Oh, little twink Caine.
Yeah,
Dude, I
little
love
twink
a twinkie
Kane.
Mikey Caine. God, Michael Caine's so hot at every stage of life. It's insane.
Yeah.
Michael Caine is so fucking sexy in A Muppet's Christmas Carol.
Yes.
It is insane
Yes.
how much fuck energy he brings to the role of Ebenezer
Yeah.
Scrooge.
More like
Acting-
Ebenezer Screws.
and more like Ebenezer Splooge. More like gimme them Ebenezer fucking butt cheeks. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
A Wicked. A Wicked. That's
A
a better
Wicked.
example than Ballad of Songbird and Snakes, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Wait, except
well,
for
no, Wicked. She's good in that, right? Kind of, and then becomes bad.
oh wait, okay. So the Ballad of Songbird and Snakes.
Dancing through life
comes-
Jeremy
is
Renner,
told
Clancy's
through-
getting married.
Is told from the point of view
A red
of
wedding.
President Snow.
Daniel's
Is that
dying.
what you said. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Mhm.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Mm.
That's my Johnny Carson impression. I
didn't actually
did not know that.
I didn't actually
I
know that.
did not know that.
That's pretty good. Hey, nobody respects me.
Hey, people don't give me the respect that I think I
Hey,
deserve.
I'm disrespected.
That's my. Oh wait, I need cards to tap.
There you go.
That's my.
Is there water in your phone case?
Yeah, it's sparkly.
Do we both have frogs in our phone case?
Yeah.
Frong.
Mwah. Did you see my frong?
Can we show our frongs to the camera?
Frongs.
Frongs. Frongs on the phones.
Phone frongs.
Phone froggets. Okay, where are we at?
Where are we at? I think that what is okay. So let's discuss. Let's just discuss Milkshake's Christmas.
Okay.
Can we discuss Milkshake's Christmas?
We can touch on Milkshakes Christmas.
We can touch on
We can touch on
Milkshake's
Milkshakes
Christmas.
Christmas.
Okay, so From
what questions do you have?
your understanding, based on having watched the episode,
Yes.
we were briefly in the room with Milkshake's Christmas. What is your understanding of Milkshake's Christmas?
Milkshake's Christmas is a loose cannon
Sure.
who
Loose cannon
first cannon.
first.
He works hard, he plays hard.
He works hard, he plays hard.
He has 3 jobs.
What are those 3 jobs?
I don't think we found out.
Okay. Do you know what they are?
I don't know.
You didn't talk to him in the green room at all?
We didn't talk to the. Oh shit! Clancy, I gotta go.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Do you have tumors?
No, my doctor texted me. Actually, that tumor that my doctor took out, turns out it was just a weird looking part of my brain. So I got my doctor. He says he's got it in some apple cider vinegar. He's just gonna pop it back
All right.
in. He accidentally took out the part of my brain that feels empathy. So
Okay.
which explains the fucked up kind of month I've been having. But I gotta go. So, but I'm sure you'll figure this.
Yeah,
stuff out.
I'll see you. I'll see you.
Sure this will only take like 15 minutes to get the brain thing back.
Okay.
I'll probably be back.
I don't know if it'll take even 15 minutes. So okay. DB Snacks, do you want to pop in and discuss with me? How are you feeling about the role you have taken on in this story?
I'm feeling great. I don't think I've been a villain enough in people's lives lately in like the last 2 to 5 years.
Sure.
I'm looking to do some dastardly shit. If you can write me, yeah,
Absolutely.
write me into
Yeah,
some
you'll
yeah.
be super dastardly.
Yeah.
Dastardly as fuck. A follow-up question.
Hmm?
Do you have like a fake name that you would prefer that I use? I mean, DP Snacks is already kind of your fake name.
Yeah. I think that one. Oh, Tom Noons would love to discuss Milkshake Christmas
Oh, we're gonna be discussing Milkshake's Christmas.
and has rated with a party of 20.
Oh, hey, thank you so much, Tom. I
Thanks, Tom,
am
very
so glad to see. I mean, your party of 20 is gonna be very fascinated by what's about to happen. Oh, Jesus Christ! Somebody just slammed in the door in a big way.
Somebody order a big stinky dipshit. Come on.
Hello, milkshakes.
Christmas came early, man.
Is that the truth?
That's the Christmas tree,
That is-
baby.
Oh my God, Milkshake Christmas! It's so good to see you again.
Clancy Kramer.
It
How's
has
it going,
been
man?
such a crazy month since I
Woo!
saw you. I got married.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I'm married to Nico from the Velvet Underground.
Oh shit, from the Violent Femmes.
Yeah, sure.
What
Yeah,
about?
probably. No, Velvet Underground.
I think they're the same band, man.
They're-
I've never seen the evidence to the contrary.
Oh
Woo!
boy, Milkshake's Christmas.
Hey, I was in the neighborhood. I figured I'd just pop on
Yeah,
through.
I mean, I feel like you're maybe always in the neighborhood.
I'm around, you know. I stay on the road, stay on the move. You can't nail me down.
So, okay, I was just chatting with Riley. Did you see Riley?
Oh, we met in the green room.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The thing that came up that I especially wanted to know is your 3
Jeremy.
jobs.
Oh, my 3 jobs?
Yeah.
I am I clean up the rides at Oaks Park, the
Okay.
amusement park.
In
I put a little polish on the
where's
rides.
Oaks Park? Is that Wisconsin?
No, that's down in Milwaukee, Oregon.
Milwaukee, Oregon. Okay.
I clean up the rides and
You
I clean up the
okay,
games.
so you're
Going there
from-
with the chamois.
You're from Central Oregon.
I'm from Central Oregon.
You clean up the rides.
I
at
clean up
Oaks
the
Park.
rides.
That's job number 1.
That's job number 1.
And how? Wait, I mean, tell me more about that.
Well,
How
I go in there about 7 p.m.
7
when they're
p.m. feels
closing up.
like it would still be open.
Listen, they work around my other job schedule.
Okay.
I'm a busy man. I
Sure.
work hard and I play hard, Clancy.
Okay, so if you
Woo! That's the Christmas truth.
if you arrive at a ride that is people are still riding on and you're like, time for me to clean it,
What I do, I pop my belay on my belt.
sure.
I'll wait for that ride to be coming through. I'll lasso that son of a bitch.
Oh, so you're like a amusement park cowboy.
Oh yeah,
You're like a
that's-
roller coaster cowboy.
That's what they call me, amusement park cowboy, but cowboy, same on Duke, baby. Woo! That's the Christmas groove. So I lasso that up. I got in there. I got my water skis on, so I'm not, not on the ride itself, but I'm ghost riding the whip.
Sure.
behind it being pulled,
Sure.
and I got a chamois attached to a couple of poles that I use to grow my string beans in the summer.
Okay.
And I got that chamois going. I hit it with the Windex and I just wipe it up.
Okay.
And I'm pretty nimble, so I don't hit any of the kids on the face or nothing.
So is that only when there's people on the ride, or do you tend to ghost ride the whip no matter what?
That's only when there's people on the ride. However, to stay sharp and to maintain a level of training, I will go in for the night shift around 2, 3, 4 a.m. every night, and I'll do about 7 or 8 runs, just dry runs.
Just ghost ride.
And I don't use a real chamois in that. I use a training chamois.
Sure.
Which is a ball.
Is it heavier?
It's a ball of pizza dough.
Okay, so
it's all
very
dirty,
heavy.
very heavy, and it makes the ride very dirty.
So then you get to clean it again.
It's pretty unsanitary.
Yeah.
It's full of. I use the same one for about a week.
Oh, and do you also work at a pizza place?
No.
Okay.
So I ghost ride the whip and I chamois it up, and it's pretty. It's just it's a little part-time gig.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Second job.
I buy and sell Funko Pops on the internet.
Oh, is that a job?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's profitable. Listen, you get the special editions or the factory mistake ones. You can sell that. You can earn upwards of $10, even $7 per Funko Pop.
What? Okay.
You're
What's your favorite pop?
My favorite or the most profitable?
Your favorite, and then the most profitable.
My favorite is the second gay Batman they made. They made 3 gay Batmans.
List them.
One was a pink Batman, and then Dan Deacon sued because that's the name of one of their songs.
Oh, Pink Batman.
And so then they changed it to a Rainbow Batman.
Rainbow Batman.
That was my favorite one. And then they made a pretty offensive one that was like Batman in some bondage gear with like a really limp wrist throwing a batarang. And that one's pretty valuable if you can find it.
How many of those did they make?
They made a lot. They made a lot, but then they burnt most of them.
Yeah.
They tried to get rid of that evidence. And they threw that right in the incinerator, but 7 or 8 of them made it out.
Yeah.
And if you can find,
do you have one of those?
I don't. That's one of my holy grails.
Offensive gay Batman.
Offensive gay Batman is up there. The most expensive one is above offensive gay Batman. It was the Black Panther Chadwick Boseman memorial one, but it was made like right after the news of him dying came out, and like they hadn't announced the reason he died yet. So they did make one to memorialize him dying from a certain disease. And let's just say that they also tried to get rid of the evidence of that one. And that's the holy grail.
So there's probably only like one of those in the world.
There's only one AIDS Bozeman out in the world. There's only one of them.
There's only one.
And that's the holy grail. They also made one of him it's like they thought he might have died from getting hit by a car, and it's like a flat Bozeman. They made one.
Oh
they
man,
thought
flat. Imagine sending that around like a flat Stanley.
Flat Bozeman.
Flat Bozeman.
You see, it would be very expensive to send around though, because it's marked so high up on collectors. You'd have to be batting fucking Comic-Con weirdos away while you're trying to teach the kids about geography.
Yeah,
and that's the Christmas truth.
And that's the Christmas truth. Okay, so that's your second
All
job.
right, and I'm a pilot for American Airlines.
That's your main job? I assume.
That's one of my. I like to think they're all equal in my mind.
They're all part-time jobs.
They're all part-time.
So you don't have a main gig. You only have.
I do that. I'm sort of an odds and ends man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
I got the American Airlines gig off TaskRabbit.
Is that how they're doing it these days?
Uh-huh.
They're just like, somebody's got to fly this damn plane.
Like, any of you have experience flying planes or ghost riding roller coasters?
After Sully, everybody was like, well, I can't do that.
Yeah.
So they didn't even bother getting pilot's licenses anymore. And now we have just what's the opposite of a surplus?
An M+.
An M+. An M+ of pilots.
Yep.
So if you can ghost ride a roller coaster.
And a 1+, a Milkshake's Christmas, baby. And that's the Christmas truth.
And that's the Christmas truth. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And now, okay. So here is my next line of questioning.
Hit me.
Let's talk about I feel really bad bringing it up, but it's an important information.
What's that?
For a project that I'm working on. I need to know everything I can about your mother.
Power Clancy. Just the mention of her name brings tears to my eyes.
Wait, your mom is called
The
your mother? Okay, that's a good start.
Mother Christmas.
Milkshake's Christmas's mother is
Mother
called
Christmas.
your mother.
Your Mother Christmas. Traditional Jewish name.
Oh, you're Jewish?
Yeah, I think that was formally established.
Okay. Right, yes.
Yeah. Because my family ran a business refurbishing Christmas trees.
Sure.
And one day, one tragic December evening, my mother ran up a Christmas tree never to be seen again.
So did she happen to say anything like about like why she was running up the Christmas?
If I can remember correctly, and it's fall. I was a little boy. You got to remember.
A little boy.
That.
How old?
I was like 22, 23 years old.
Yeah.
And the last thing she said was, "Kiss my grass." And she shot up that Christmas tree.
So
and I never saw her again.
I'm wondering if she was maybe angry at something at the top of the Christmas tree.
Oh, Clancy,
like
if only I knew.
Like maybe the angel was mocking her.
What I wouldn't give to be able to ask her these questions.
Well, you're in luck because she's here to bring out your Mother Christmas.
No, I do believe she was vanquished.
Oh yeah, she was vanquished. She was
an RKO out of nowhere.
I did RKO her out of nowhere with the other 12,999 demon mothers.
Clancy, you had to do what you had to do.
She was not your mother anymore.
She wasn't.
She wasn't.
She was gone.
Your mother died. My mother died. Very similar to with Darth Vader
and Chadwick.
In a way, I didn't kill your mother. I killed the demon that killed your mother.
And Clancy, in a way, I should be thanking you for that. But in another way, I'll resent you to the day I die.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Well, is there any more ground you need me to cover?
No, I think that about figures it out.
All right, baby. That's the Christmas truth. Buy my t-shirt.
Love you, milkshakes.
cpublic.com/boardcastle. Christmas truth, baby. I love you.
I don't remember if I ever put that up. I think I made a design for it. Oh man, boy, howdy. Let's see. I think Riley is probably going to be back from the doctor any moment now. And we can figure out what else needs to be figured out before the end. Oh,
did someone order a big stinky idiot?
I mean, look, I've been waiting for that big stinky idiot for hours.
I think you got a sign for it.
Oh man. Ooh, okay. Can you vamp for a minute while I go sign for this big stinky idiot?
Whew, man. All right, guys. So the thing is, that thing that they thought was the piece of my brain that processes empathy, it was just a chicken cutlet that I lost that I put in my ear as a prank. And then the suction I blew my nose while the chicken cutlet was in my ear, and the suction sucked it up through my sinus passageways and into my brain. My doctor took it out, put it in some apple cider vinegar, called me freaked out because realized that's not a tumor. It must be the part of Riley's brain that processes empathy.
Wait, are you saying it's not a tumor?
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor.
So what's the deal with these predators, though?
Wait.
What?
Was that Ray Romano, Jerry Seinfeld as Arnold Schwarzenegger from The Predator?
Duh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Honestly,
I contain multitudes. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm fucking really talented.
Is there anything else that you think we need to
add to the
man,
legitimately scared the shit out of both of us.
Freaked my shit out. Honestly, here's the thing. I think this is the closest I've ever had the monitor to us while we're recording because there's really only intense. 2 of us.
Yeah. And I keep having the urge to get closer too.
Get close and just
fucking see every pore.
Be a part of it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I want to be a part of it.
Well, now I guess that's a good question. Is that how does the dirt cage play in all of this?
Maybe, and this is the final showdown as the London Bridge. DP and and Pattinson face off in the House of Mirrors, the fucking
Sure.
the
John Wick style.
Yes, and then DP is making his escape to London Bridge, and Pattinson cuts him off at the pass. London Bridge falling down around them.
Falling down.
Super dramatic. There's
Sure.
flames. There's baby. There's ladies with their tits out. All this shit's happening.
Yeah.
And the only way
all of the Spice Girls are standing are standing on one end of the bridge going,
they're melting waist deep in sulfuric acid. And the only way that Bobby can defeat DP is by tricking him into the dirt cage and then locking the dirt cage, throwing it into the Thames.
Into the Thames.
Because he can't be defeated, but now he's trapped there. And that's also setting us up for a pretty fucking good prequel,
Yeah,
Jumanji style. You know?
Jumanji style?
Yeah.
So the dirt cage is a physical object in your mind.
Yeah, or
Okay.
like maybe it's not.
Oh, it's like
But
a
maybe DP is
okay.
either.
okay, but what? Okay, how about this though? How
Yeah.
about this though?
Mhm.
The dirt cage is like a tulpa of a physical object.
Mm.
You know?
He
Like-
fucking manifests
Yes.
the dirt cage.
And what if maybe that's my power?
yes,
Is I have the dirt
oh,
cage?
and actually, Bobby doesn't defeat it. You save Bobby.
Ooh, last minute.
Yes, it's like DP's fucking wrecked,
And because-
Bobby over his
Okay,
fucking
so
leg.
here's what I'm thinking. DP Snacks is Thomas Taylor Jonathan.
Yo.
And because he has reality bending powers,
Mhm.
he is also the executive producer of the show. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the reason he communes with the mothers is because he lost his mother up the tree,
Right.
and he's trying to get her back, but then he becomes tainted. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm following
Okay.
all of this.
And that's what gives him the reality bending powers.
Yes.
He's tainted by the Christmas verse. He has reality bending powers.
Yes.
And so Bobby Pats appears on the set, like runs onto the set and says, it's you, and I know it's you. And then he grabs hold of him, and then reality bends. They're on London Bridge, and it's falling the
Yes.
fuck down.
Ooh, fucking Ginger Spice, tits out.
Yes.
Waggling them. Waggling those hound dogs in the wind.
Yeah. And
Waist
then,
deep in sulfuric acid, melting.
and yeah. And well, and I mean, like at a certain point, I think that one of the stories is that I do die and go to hell. And I
Right.
come back with a big sword and
Yeah.
a superpower that I didn't
Hell yeah.
realize until just now was the dirt cage.
A sword forged from like the
Yes.
chains of a dead god
Yeah.
or some fucking crazy
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah. Well, and I
And
mean,
maybe it's got tits too.
well, see what happens.
maybe it's got big fun tits.
what happened. It does have big fun tits. So see what happened was I ended up in the underworld
Mhm.
and
Turns out it was just the London subway system.
part of it is I think that I replaced the king of the underworld, Beelzebub, if you will,
Yeah.
with what's his name, Billy Joel.
Right.
Billy Joel wanted to be the king of the underworld.
Right.
Wants to be the king of the underworld for
Mhm.
whatever reason, and I agree to help him do that. And so I flatliner style go in to murder the to take So
To
I think
install
the way that
Billy
the
Joel
story,
is like
I think the way that the story will work is that Billy Joel will come on the show and confide in me
Yes.
on live television that he would love to be the king of the underworld. And I say, absolutely, I can make you
Thy
the king
will
of the
be done.
underworld.
Yeah.
Billy Joel, my friend, my
Mhm.
lover, my companion for all eternity.
Yeah.
So I go down there.
Are you Billy Joel and Nico part of a Polly Pocket?
Yeah, we are a Polly Pocket.
Okay, cool. Just said
We are a Polly Pocket. And so I go down to the underworld, murder the six-titted Beelzebub,
Mhm.
and take Beelzebub's sword. Because
Of
I was
course.
like, what am I gonna?
What are you gonna do with this dipshit?
And the sword is called the Dirt Cage, and it gives me the power to Dirt Cage. people.
Okay. So dirt caging, when used as a verb,
Yeah,
is to run someone through.
Well, I mean, to
Strike them
use my mind brain to encage them in some sort of
Mind
cage
brain.
of dirt,
Sort of
which
a
I can
mind-brain
then
engagement.
and then push into the Thames.
Okay. To
Yeah.
set up a Jumanji style sequel.
Yeah.
Is that how Jumanji? Didn't they throw it in the water?
I don't remember.
Or am I?
Yes. Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Or something. And
then it came
and
back
then
to
Zathura.
Manji.
Or wasn't it Zathura?
Oh, wait. Was Zathura a sequel?
To Jumanji? Yeah.
I thought it was just like the same idea.
I think it was in the same universe.
Oh, in
We got to get Case Stew on the phone.
We gotta get. Oh, yeah, that's right. She was in that.
Yeah.
The Mask did that too. Threw it in the ocean.
Yes, actually, that is what I'm thinking
And
of.
so did
I am thinking of
Titanic.
The Mask and
Titanic.
and fucking Wolverine in fucking Days of Future Past, dude.
But I thought the old lady threw it into the ocean.
Fucking
at the
Wolverine in
end.
Days
That's
of Future Past,
That's
dude.
also
Throw it
true.
into the ocean.
That's also true.
For someone to fucking find
That's
it.
also true.
The Mask 2, the dog finds it. And the dog parts are the only good part of that movie.
Oh, where the dog gets masked?
Yeah, when it's dog versus baby. That should have been the whole movie.
Dog baby.
But then Jamie Kennedy had to go around being like, someone stop me. The most fucking ineffectual.
Stop. Please stop me.
The only thing more annoying than Jim Carrey's performance in The Mask is Jamie Kennedy's low effort
See,
copy.
I'm so glad you agree with me on this. The Mask blows.
No, it
absolutely
Jim Carrey's just so
blows
annoying.
hot shot. I had a conversation
Animation is fun and interesting
about this recently, and people were like, "No, The Mask is amazing."
No,
it just was popular because it was riding off the high of Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura.
Yeah, literally the fucking summer of Jim.
Yeah,
the
summer of Jim.
That movie it's not good, and it's not bad good, and it's not good bad.
Yeah, the moments that everybody quotes are very fun to quote.
All of the moments between the dog and the baby in the sequel are funnier and more compelling than any moment Jim Carrey has. It's true.
They should have made Jim Carrey play a dog.
Do you know that's based off of a comic, and in the comic he rapes someone? Isn't that fucking insane?
That doesn't surprise me even a little bit.
It's that The Mask comic is like a Spawn style edgelord comic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Wowee.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They should have got friggin' what's his name? Zack Snyder to do it. Like Watchmen style.
God, that would have been bad. But still cast Jim
Honestly, Zack Snyder doing a Watchmen style The Mask with still Jim Carrey.
That could kind of
with
be
today
sick.
Jim Carrey.
You know what happens to me all the time? I liked The Watchmen. I thought that movie is fun.
It's fun. It was decent.
I always get that movie and V for Vendetta switched around in my head.
They're kind of the same.
Same energy, and it came out similar time.
Well, I mean, they're both Alan Moore stories.
Yes, I think that's why I get it mixed in my head. And like once a year, I go and watch V for Vendetta, really excited because I'm like, oh, I like this movie. And remember that movie sucks, and then I'm always thinking of The Watchmen. But I've never rewatched The Watchmen, but I've watched the first 30 minutes of V for Vendetta.
Who does rewatch The Watchmen? Am I right?
Who rewatches The Watchmen? Yo, that's merch.
Oh boy.
The Watchmen?
I think that this has been a very productive story development session.
Definitely. Let's pull up that document one more time just to get a quick recap.
I think DP Snacks sent me.
Let's just recap on that document.
Oh my god, it's crazy. It's crazy.
This document will be used as court evidence for you to be 89.9.
Okay, so I see something that says italics.
Bitch, I got a Chromebook.
Let's see. There's a leaf with an arrow pointing to it, and it says leaves. There's bone.
Sorry, that's a house of leaves.
Oh, it's a house of leaves.
Yeah.
Sure. And then in
it's got
big
the
quotes,
roof.
Middle America.
Yeah, big quote.
Intellectual Geppetto is on there.
That's
Bobby
right,
Pat's
bitch.
Batman, Thanksgiving
Intellectual
Cunts,
Geppetto.
something 5, Chris Nolan, Scorcheese.
Some DNA.
I will say there was a point where that's the Fave 5, and I will say there was a point at about 40 minutes into the show where I sort of lost focus and just started doodling middle
started
school
doodling.
notes. You know how that goes. So we got some
There's
S's.
some Stussy S's in there.
And then a big
this is-
meow
This
is
is
in,
this is a very poorly detailed recreation of the Goatsy image. If you can see the wedding ring over here.
Wait, where's Goatsy?
I
Give me that Goatsy. Oh, yeah,
Bottom
there's a
right corner.
Goatsy right there.
Yeah,
think
there's
we
a wedding
can-
ring and everything.
Yeah, no, I saw. I think we can send just this to Random House.
I'm going to send this to Random House.
Yeah.
I'm going to send this to Random House and say, here's the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we did it.
House of Leaf, but for cats, also goats who are married.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the. We're gonna quote you, Emily Pineapple, on the back of the book.
It's like House of Leaves, but for cats and also goats who are married.
Yeah, it's for cats and goats who are married. And
Yeah.
also goats who are married. Yeah.
Yeah. A Newbery Award? What is a Newbery Award?
It's like the Old Berry Award,
Oh.
but it's holographic.
Oh, holographic
Mhm.
Berry Award.
I used to dip my holographic Pokemon cards in water and put them in the microwave. Because then it's like Pikachu is bleep, 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 shooting the lightning out. I was a fucking cool
Did you
kid.
actually do that?
Yeah.
How did you not burn your house down?
I did set my house on fire one time. Oh, man, I was
Putting
a
foil cards in the
fucking cool-ass
microwave?
kid. Only for like 15 seconds. Just for it to like shoot the lightning a couple times. It's not that much metal in them. It's only a little bit of metal. It's not. It's like a little bit of metal. It's just enough metal to make it go. It's
God
fucking
damn
sick. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Try it at home.
That's
And if you don't have a holographic Pikachu to use, just use a battery.
Oh yeah, that will work.
Yeah, or
That'll
like
work. You know
knife.
what's one time
Shut up,
okay.
PP.
So one time, you know those like D batteries, are they D, the ones that are like little boxes that have both the diodes on one end?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. My brother took 2 of those and stuck them together, interlocking, and nothing happened. And then he left them like that on the dresser in our bedroom, and the ends blew off of them, and there was battery acid
That's
everywhere.
so sick.
It took like 12 hours for
That's
anything
so
to happen.
tight. Dude,
It's
hell yeah.
crazy.
Does battery acid like melt through floors like xenomorph blood?
No,
That's lame.
no, it doesn't.
They
It's
should
just,
really
like, weird
change
and
that.
gross.
They should change that.
It's just weird and gross. Like it was like my mom freaked out. She was like, "Uh-oh, battery acid can't be like good to have in a child's room." And maybe
be
that's
that
why I
bad.
am the way I am.
Maybe all that fucking breathing in that battery
Just
acid.
breathing in that battery
Yeah.
acid.
Okay, Emily Pineapple. Now it sounds like you're kind of fucking judging my mom, and I'm gonna need you to take a step back. Okay. Okay. Listen.
No, look, our moms were cool
My mom's
and fine
cool.
for letting us be problems.
Yeah, dude. It's not like I wound up in rehab or anything.
I didn't even
Oh
wind
my
up in rehab. I'm totally fine.
You've got that to look forward to still.
Totally fine.
You've got,
I'm
you've
totally.
got a
I'm-
whole
look,
nother rock bottom.
Do
ahead
I
of ya.
consider walking into the river probably once a week?
Who
Sure,
doesn't?
sure.
Doesn't. Taking a little bit of a rock pocket swim.
Doing a full on
Doing a
Virgie Wolf.
little rock pocket swim.
Verge Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're both very normal.
Hand in Jeremy. We're getting married.
Oh boy. Emily
Yeah,
Pineapple
bitch.
is gonna burn her house down tonight.
That's right,
and
bitch.
I'm glad that we could facilitate
Woo.
that.
Bitch, I got a
and-
Chromebook. Bitch, I got a Chromebook.
All right. I think that was very productive, and I love you,
Love you.
and I love all of you,
Bye-bye.
and big kisses, and